Hey there, I'm Drew Badger, the world's #1 English fluency guide, and it is a pleasure to welcome you to another advanced listening practice lesson. If you want to actually practice your fluency, you might want to just practice saying that same introductory sentence that I say every time, and over time you practice saying that, it will help you develop more fluency because you will get the tone and the speed of the way I'm speaking, and you will start getting more confidence to remember other things and try to make your sentences longer and longer. Anyway, let's begin with this lesson. I don't want to speak too quickly in this one. I'll try to speak, a little bit faster than usual, but I have some important information for people and I want to make sure everyone understands it. This is another requested video. People continue to ask me questions about work specifically and job interviews. I know a lot of people out there, subscribers specifically, are learning English to either improve their job situation, maybe to get more clients, more customers, or to get a promotion within their particular company, or they're looking to get a new job or to begin their career doing something. So what I'd like to talk about in this video, and again, I'm not an expert about this because I'm an entrepreneur, and most of the time the jobs that I have found, I've just walked in and just say, hey, I see you have this problem and I'm happy to help you with that. Could I, help you out with that? Would you like my help? And most people just hire me to do whatever. So I've never really struggled to get a job or have gone through many job interviews. So I'm not an expert about that, but with the information I do have, hopefully it should be helpful for you and you can learn quite a bit more about how to improve your job situation or how to do better in a job interview. Now, a job interview is basically the same thing as any other selling situation. All you're doing is you're trying to communicate the value you have to the person that you're speaking with. So a lot of people are looking for specific phrases they can use in a job interview. And in this video, what I'd like to make more important or to impress upon you is that it's not so much about the words that you use, and you might even make a mistake about a grammar point or two or a vocabulary word. You can see even right now, maybe I make a mistake when I say a particular word or, something like that. But you notice I say something like that a lot. I've been saying that lately, and I notice people putting that in the comments too. So feel free, you can put that with something like that. Maybe I'll go through a phrase where I will start saying something else. But now I'm conscious of it, so I'm saying it more. It's a little bit embarrassing, actually. But hey, that's what happens. Something like that. Anyway, so getting back to the job interviews, when you're in a situation where you're selling things and you're selling yourself in that situation, so you're trying to present, again, the value you have, the reason why that company should hire you as opposed to somebody else, there's really two pieces of information that the company cares about. The first one is what can you do for the company, and then are you the kind of person that can actually achieve that job? So typically a company has a specific job that needs to be filled, and that's the thing that they need, and then you are the person that needs to fill that position, or maybe somebody else is. But those are the most important two pieces of information that they need. What is the job, and are you the person that can fill it? So the more, #1, information you know about the company itself before you go to the interview, the more equipped you will be, the more ready you will be to actually solve problems for them and answer questions in the job interview itself. So let's say, as an example, so back when I was in high school, I started working at a local pet store. I used to just walk into that pet store and I would go there. I really like animals and pets and things. And so that was really the closest thing to my house. We didn't have a zoo right around my area. There was there are two big zoos in Chicago, but nothing really around my house. So I would go hang out at the pet store just because it was fun to talk to the staff and look at the animals. And I kind of developed a little bit of reputation there about knowing, quite a bit about the animals and trying to help people there. Even people would ask me if I was just, there as I was working there, or if I'm just an employee or just a customer there. But I said, hey, I really enjoy helping you guys out. And I know it looks like you could use a little bit more help with your designs for the actual display cases. And if you did them better, you would probably sell more stuff. And so this is what I explained to the owner of the store. And he said, all right, fine, we'll hire you. And so they gave me the job. Now, in that case, I'm kind of looking for a position or creating a position for myself before they have one available. But what I'm really doing is showing them that they have a problem, and then I'm stepping in to solve that problem for them and demonstrating why I'm the person to do that as opposed to somebody else. So in a typical job interview, maybe they already have the problem that they want solved, like they're looking for a particular person to do something, or they want to create a software, or they want to create a new branch for, for their company, and they're looking for something that can, or someone that can fill that position. So regardless of, typically I actually highly recommend you try to do the way I do it, which is you're thinking about a specific place you want to work, and then you learn about that company and figure out what their weak points are. What are they struggling with? The things that you notice, in the same way that I went to the pet store and I noticed, your cages look really boring. And the reason that you're not really selling enough of this other stuff is because you don't show people exactly how to use it inside the cages. And so people don't make that connection between, they've got all this stuff here. It's the same philosophy behind showing all of the furniture set up nicely in a room as opposed to just having it lined up on the wall. Because a lot of people, they want to have nice furniture in their home, but they don't really have a good sense for how to design it. So it's the same kind of thing. But a skill that I had was noticing that and then showing that I could actually do a good job of, designing those things such that they could move more merchandise. They could sell more animals and sell more equipment, other things like that. And so when I talked with them, this was me creating a job position that they didn't have available. They weren't advertising that, but lots of companies are open to those kinds of things, especially if you're willing to work for free. So if you go to a place and say, hey, I noticed you guys are having a problem with this, or I noticed you guys really do a great job with this, but there's something else that you're lacking here. I'd love to help you out with that. And if you're willing to work for free, you can work basically anywhere. So lots of the other positions I had, like even coming to Japan to study gardening, I said, hey, I've got a really good design sense, and I'm here to learn, and I'll do lots of work for you, and I'll do it for free. Lots of people were willing to have me come work for them, and then they taught me, and then I developed a good relationship, which, it could lead to a paying thing after a while. But especially if you're young and you just want experience, be willing to work for free. So you're working to learn as opposed to working to earn. Now, I know a lot of people are looking for specific jobs, but just letting you know that maybe you opened up a newspaper and you don't see a specific job that you're interested in. I really want to work in a software company, but no software companies are having job positions in my particular, location or something like that. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't actual jobs available. Just like I went to the pet store and I created the job for myself, you can do the same thing. So if you have a particular company that you like, I know another friend of mine, he's done that a couple of times. So he just went to a company and he said, hey, you guys do this really great thing and I'm really good at doing this and I'd love to help you with that thing as well. So I can learn something in the same time that I'm helping you guys with something, and it usually works out to be a great arrangement. So he's found a couple of jobs doing that before people were actually hiring for specific positions. So if you do the same thing, again, in that sales position, you're looking for what the problem is, or whatever that particular thing is, and then you're showing how you are particularly positioned to solve that problem for them. So when you go to the job, it's not about specific vocabulary. It's more, number one, showing that you understand the company and what they're trying to accomplish, and then showing how your skills fit in with that, and then how you can actually demonstrate your willingness to do that, even for free if you just want to start something out. But if you're really good, like I told the pet store, I said, hey, I'm really good at what I do, and if you need me to work for free for a little bit just to show you I can actually do this and create real value for you, I'm happy to do that. So if you do that, it's basically a situation where you're guaranteeing the company great value, and they'll be much more likely to employ you. There are lots of kind of more basic things that we can cover about that. If maybe you want to learn more, we can talk about that. Again, I'm not here to teach people specific phrases about job interviews. I'm more trying to give you the bigger picture idea of selling yourself as a way of communicating in the job interview, such that you can talk about the problems in the company and then how you can solve that. with yourself, because again, I'm doing the exact same things with these lessons. So I have a problem, or the learners, the people that watch my videos, maybe you, other people, again, it could be teachers, but mostly learners. These people have a specific problem with fluency, and so they're coming to me, they're watching these videos, and maybe just like you're watching these videos so you can improve your fluency. So you have a problem, I create a solution for that, and so you're kind of hiring me in the same way. So this is almost like a job interview process. So I'm demonstrating how I can solve a particular problem for you, and it makes you want to hire me in order to solve your problem, even if it's just, watching more videos like this as opposed to watching something else. So when you're thinking about a job interview, yes, there are maybe specific phrases where people are saying, like, tell me about your work experience, other things like that, but that's kind of a typical job interview, and you can really control the job interview much more if you say, well, I'd love to tell you about my experience, but I noticed you guys have like a particular problem with this, and I really wanted to help with that thing. I think your company is fantastic. I really want to work with you guys to help solve that, and I think I could learn a lot in the process. So I'd love to start working for you, even if I had to start working with you for free just to demonstrate the value that I have. Now, people may not be able to work for free, but especially if you're looking for work and you're not earning money right now, it's better to work for free in some company and learn something than it is to just continue looking for work, even so you're just getting that job experience. But I'll leave it for that for now. So hopefully you've enjoyed that, and you can try to think more about how you're actually selling by solving a problem that company has. Be thinking about that in the job interview process, and also really just try to step outside of the job interview process and think about the things around the job interview. So can you get to the company before they're even looking for people, show them that they have a problem, and then demonstrate how you can fix that. And then that's what you're going to, or what's going to help you get hired by that company much faster, or even create a position that they hadn't even anticipated before. But hope you enjoyed this video. It's been a pleasure talking about this, and hopefully, if you have more questions, you can put them down in the comments below. But again, there are probably plenty of people here on YouTube that can teach you how to have a better interview. But hopefully, this way of thinking will be the most important tip of all. Have a fantastic day. Be sure to like this video if you have enjoyed it. Share it with a couple of people, whether maybe if you're not looking for a job, a friend of yours is, and they might need a little bit of help about that. So do share the video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Become a subscriber to the YouTube channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye. To continue learning, click on the link in this video to download Speak English Naturally, our free guide to speaking and sounding like a native English speaker. The guide reveals the 3 most important kinds of conversational English you must learn if you want to sound native, and will help you experience instant improvement in your fluency and speaking confidence. To download your free guide on a mobile device, click on the link in the upper right of this video. To download your free guide from a computer, click on the link in the lower right of this video. I look forward to seeing you in the guide.